Yo, what is up, guys? It is me, Sarge Beyonta here, and this is a video I just wanted to make about this is gonna be my perfect dream roster for the next Mario baseball game. Now, this game is not confirmed, but it's only a matter of time, in my opinion, before we actually do get it. On the Switch, we had Mario Golf Super Rush, Mario Tennis Aces, and Mario Strikers Battle League. Those are the three, along with baseball, the three big spin-offs in the sports series in the Mario games. So, I think it's a matter of time before we get Mario Baseball. It might be on the Switch successor. I think if they were going to reveal it on the Switch, they would have done it by now, because we know that the Switch 2 is coming out next year. So I feel like that would be a great headline for it. But, you never know. I mean, we could get it in the end of the year, but I doubt it, just because I feel like they'd want it to come out, I guess, during baseball season, when baseball season would start. Just for the end of the year, just wouldn't make much sense, but I'm definitely not opposed, don't get me wrong. So this is a roster that I made. There's way more characters, but I'm just gonna go through each of them and just tell you guys why I think this is my perfect dream roster. I'll explain some of these characters that I added. This is my graphic. I'll show you guys the graphic at the end in case anyone wants to use it. Just give me credit because I made this. All right, so as you can see, a lot of these characters are returning characters from the top, but we'll go from left to right. Starting with new characters, we obviously see the Koopalings. We have all of them here. I feel like if we were to get a Mario Baseball game, we'd definitely get the Koopalings in. And if we're going in the route of Sluggers, where Sluggers added just a shit ton of characters, 40 to be exact, I feel like it would be great. Also, this roster, I have 108 characters in this roster, so that is 12 teams of 9 original characters. Obviously, some characters like Yoshi, Birdo, Toads, they'll have color palettes like they did in Sluggers, but I'm going with all original characters on each team. Not like how Sluggers had like different colored Toads and different colored Yoshis on certain teams as the members of that team. This is all new characters. Alright, so the Koopalings, they're definitely a lock. And then we have, let's see. So, we'll go from right to left. So we got Toads, Noki, Pianta, all those guys returning. And now Galaxy came out after Sluggers, so we never got any characters from Galaxy. Obviously, we get Rosalina. That's a given, should be a captain. And then I'm sure we'd get Luma as well as a character. And then Luba would be another awesome pick. Really nice character to have. I'll actually zoom up a little more so you guys see. Yeah, so Luba would be a really phenomenal character to add. We haven't seen any information, we haven't seen him in a while, you know what I mean? We haven't seen Luba since Galaxy 2, so I feel like it would be great to get him back into a game. And then right here we have Charging Chuck. Chuck, obviously, I think would be a great pick to add. Don't see why they wouldn't add Charging Chuck. He's been super playable in a lot of games recently. He was in Mario Golf Super Rush, he was in Mario Kart Tour, and he's just been getting more recognition lately, so that would be a lock pick. These two characters here, we have Honey Queen and the Honey Bee. I feel like if these are characters that would definitely fit Rosalina's team if she was captain. Honey Queen would probably be a decently likely pick, while Honey Bee, on the other hand, is just kind of a long shot, I guess. But these are just characters that I think if they're going the Sluggers route and they're kind of just adding a shit ton of characters in, I feel like why not? You know what I mean? There's really no reason for them not to kind of go ball to the wall and add fucking insane characters, so why not? And then next we have the Penguin. Surprised the Penguin hasn't really been playable in anything. It's been super recognizable. It was in Mario 64, his first appearance. It was in Mario Galaxy. It's in just a lot of Mario spin-offs in the background. And why not make it playable? I feel like that'd be cool. And let's see who else we got. We got the Yukiki. This is kind of an oddball pick. I kind of just thought of a random character that's older but has been in some stuff recently. It was in Mario 64, and it was in the Mario Party series as well. I kind of like its look back then more than its newer look. This is a pick from Odyssey. I do like the older one better, but what are you gonna do? Maybe they would maybe they would revamp it. I think that would be sick as well, but who knows? And by the way, I'm having every single character returning from Sluggers, no cuts. I just want this to be a huge roster. And then we have Baby Rosalina. Me personally, not a fan, but I'm sure they would add her if they would have to, because Nintendo loves the babies. This is another kind of crazy pick. We have Guillermo. I feel like Guillermo would be pretty dope. Just another character from Galaxy that was an NPC, in a lot of areas. Kind of a decently prominent side character in Galaxy. And I feel like it would be cool to bring him back. Why not? And then Ninja's been playable recently. It had a role in Super Mario Run, the app. It was playable in Mario Golf Super Rush, and it is going to be playable in Mario Party Jamboree, as we've seen from the trailer. So I think that's dope. And then we have Nabbit. Nabbit is just a very recurring character at this point, playable in Mario Bros. Wonder, in Mario Kart Tour as well. It's in all the new Super Mario Brothers games. So why not bring Nabbit? And then Boom Boom Pom Pom. Again, reoccurring characters, villains. So why not put them in? Boom Boom was in Mario Party. Which was that? Super Mario Party. I'm sorry. Pom Pom was in Super Mario Party. Boom Boom was in Mario Tennis Aces. Yes, that's it. And I feel like why not bring them? If they're trying to go crazy with the characters, just fucking add them. And then here we have Cappy and Tiara. Two other nice picks from Odyssey. Odyssey is obviously a game that came out way after Mario Super Sluggers, so there's a lot of content from there that could potentially be added to the next baseball game. So why not? Pauline, obviously, she'd probably be a captain too. She's been super relevant nowadays. She was in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, obviously in Mario Odyssey, Mario Tennis Aces, Mario Golf Super Rush. She's in all the spin-offs now, so it's awesome. And she was in Mario Strikers too. And then here we have Prince Florian from Mario Wonder. This is kind of another oddball pick just because it's a little worm. How would it play baseball? I don't know. I'm sure Nintendo could think about it. I mean, they added Goomba and Power Goomba, and they don't have arms, so why not? I feel like this is a pretty dope pick too. We have Stella from Princess Peach Showtime. If there was definitely one character to get some representation from that game, would be Stella. She's the side character and cute little personality, so why not? Here we have Poochie. Why not? You know what I mean? Yoshi's companion in the Yoshi's Island series, and he's playing with Mario Kart Tour. And here we have Goomboss. This is another kind of oddball pick. I haven't seen much of Goomboss recently, but again, if they're going crazy with these characters, I'm just trying to get this biggest roster I could. That's why I made this list. I just really want, and it's really cool to think about if all these characters were in a game together. It's like you have characters like Goomboss, Poochie, Stella, characters that have never interacted before, where they're in the same series, and to see them just play baseball together is what I think is pretty cool about this whole thing. So, why not? Let's add everybody. King Bob-omb, again, really relevant nowadays. I was in Mario Golf Super Rush and Mario Kart Tour, and I think it would be cool to see him playing baseball, probably a nice big power hitter. And then here we have Baby Wario. I'm surprised Baby Wario was left out of Sluggers, actually, because we got every baby besides him. It seems kind of odd that he was left out, but he was actually playable in Dr. Mario World. So I feel like that alone is enough to justify his comeback, obviously in the Yoshi's Island series, but not as of recently. He was in the older Yoshi's Island games on the DS and shit. And now here we have Bruiser. This is kind of a cool pick. A little odd one, though. Just a random villain from the new Super Mario Brothers series, but I think it would be cool. He has a really cool look aesthetically, nice boxing gloves on him, and just looks pretty dope. So I feel like why not? Here's a character that would probably almost guaranteed get in, would be Spike. Again, super relevant, a lot of playable appearances, was in Mario Tennis Aces, a couple Mario Party entries, so why not add him in? Here's one that hasn't been seen for a long time. We have Fly Guy. I feel like Fly Guy would be dope. Was playable in Mario Power Tennis on the GameCube and the Wii. So it'd be cool to get a little comeback from him. And then here's another character from Mario Wonder. We have Poplin, kind of like the Toad of that game. I feel like it would be pretty sick to add them in, just to see another side of them that's not in a mainline game, in a spin-off game, have them throwing the ball would be pretty dope. And then we have Flutter right here. This is a pick that I would love personally. I know that Flutters are pretty much represented nowadays as like a wiggler with wings, but I like the older style Flutter where the skin tone was darker, the orange nose. I just think it looked a little cooler, and I feel like it would be sick to have, so why not add Flutter in the game? And I'll just go with all these guys together. We have the Brutals right here. I feel like they would be really cool characters to add. They were pretty memorable in Mario Odyssey, and I feel like regardless, not even Mario Baseball, like so many other spin-offs, the Brutals were always talked about following, like Mario Party or any Mario sports games or Mario Kart. They were always talked about being included, so I feel like they would be dope, and obviously Madame Brood too. And then this is the coin coffer. This is kind of just a pick that I just thought of randomly. I was like, what are those little coin things that used to spew the coins back in New Super Mario Bros? I forgot what entry these guys started in, but it was, I think think the one on the 3DS, New Super Mario Brothers 2, maybe. I might be wrong, but yeah, not really that relevant nowadays, but why not have him in? Let's see what else we got. We got the Sprixie Princess. I feel like Sprixie would be such a sick pick to add, just because it was playable in Mario Ultra Smash, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. I feel like that would be so sick to see her come back. Obviously, one of the main characters in Mario 3D World, so why not? And then here we have Whomp. I'm surprised Whomp has actually never had a playable appearance. It's pretty crazy to me because he's been so, he's had so many appearances in so many different games, in Galaxy, in 64, in all these mainline games. He's had, a decent, decent relevancy, as in he would appear kind of often. So, and next we have Dry Bowser. I feel like Dry Bowser would be a lock to get in for sure. Dry Bowser's playable in pretty much everything nowadays. Here's a cool one, in my opinion, Bandit. I feel like Bandit would be really dope. Character, in my opinion, is cooler than Shy Guy, just like the look of his mask. And haven't seen much of him recently, but that's where I feel like the next Mario Baseball game could excel, bringing all these super old characters back. I mean, it's what Sluggers did, dude. Sluggers, we got Baby DK. That was Baby DK's only appearance. We got King K. Rool. We got Critter. All the Donkey Kong characters were so unexpected. Nowadays, be like, oh yeah, King K. Rool, Critter, Tiny Kong. Like, no way. No way they would be in a Mario spin-off game. But since they were in there, and maybe this could be their shtick. Maybe this could be their niche in Mario Baseball. So, why not get characters like Bandit coming back too from old games? And here we have a couple characters from Luigi's Mansion. We got Egad. Egad is a lock. I'm surprised. Another character had never been playable. It's crazy to me. And then we have Helen Gravely. She was the main antagonist of Luigi's Mansion 3. I feel like she's really cool. I hope she comes back in any way, because she was just really cool and yeah, awesome. And here we have Poochie. I'm sorry, Poochie, dude. I'm tweaking. This is Polterpup. Polterpup, I feel like would be really dope. I can't believe you said Poochie, bro. I'm not even thinking. Polterpup would be really dope to have in the game. Just a really different character, and why not? I guess we'll just go down here while we're talking about. This is my last row of characters, so I guess we'll just go down here while on topic of Luigi's Mansion. We have these 3 regular ghosts. It could be any of the 3 ghosts. It could be the ghost from the first Luigi's Mansion, Luigi's Mansion 2, or 3, whichever ones. I just picked these ones just I feel like they're kind of the more iconic ones, so why not? And then we have Gooigi, who I think is sick. And then we have Chauncey the baby. Chauncey would be so dope to bring back in fucking this next Mario Baseball, dude. Because like I said, why not bring back these characters? And Chauncey was a scary ass villain in Luigi's Mansion, dude. In the first one, he was scary as hell. That cry, dude. I remember the first time I played that game, I had to stop because I was so young. I had to stop because I was so scared. I was like, what is going on? Like, this is fucking Mario game. This is sick. And I honestly, dude, I'll be honest with you, I don't know this guy's name. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna look at it, and I'll come back to you. Okay, so, I remember this guy's name. His name is Biff Atlas. I feel like it's super random pick, but he's very cool looking. I mean, he's a big, muscular ghost. Why not have him in? He would be a power hitter. Completely random fucking character to have, but this would be these interactions that are so cool, I think, in Mario Baseball that we could have. Like, all these random characters that I've never met but are in the same universe competing for a baseball tournament is just so sick, in my opinion. It's so dope. And now we'll get some Donkey Kong characters. I love DK. As some of you guys may know, I mean, King K. Rool is the mascot of my page. He's my fucking guy. I love King K. Rool, and I love the older Donkey Kong game. I love that era of DK when it was, like, early 2000s, like, late 2000s, where in the spin-offs, we would see a lot of the older characters just drawn now, like, with more of a modern style. It was so sick. It's a shame we don't get them anymore, but I'm sure we'll go back to them eventually. Anyway, we have Candy Kong. Candy Kong would be so dope. I honestly think she would have a decent shot if we were going the Donkey Kong route again with adding all the DK characters in. And then we have Wrinkly Kong. This is kind of a a little stray away pick, but why not? She had a couple playable appearances in DK King of Swing, in Donkey Kong Barrel Blast, so why not? And then Cranky Kong, I feel like Cranky would probably be a lock for the next game, just because he's been so relevant, so many playable appearances since Mario Sluggers. And then Lanky Kong is another pretty oddball pick, but I love Lanky Kong, my personal choice. I would definitely add him in. Why not? And before we get to the last DK characters, there's just 3 randos that I just thought of to make an even 12 teams of 9. So either Sledge Bro, Chain Shaman, Piranha Plant, just 3 generic enemies that I feel like would be cool. I mean, Chain Shaman, people might be like, what? But Chain Shaman was playable in Mario Tennis Aces, and, you know, they could find a way. I could hold the bat with its mouth or something, you know, why not? And then here we have the last characters. These are all Kremlings from Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. We have Kludge in the top left in the blue, Calypso in the middle with the big pink afro. Then we have Kip and Cass right here, the 2 little bastards. And then we have Clump with the bucket on his head, and Copter. I feel like these characters would be so fucking sick to see, bro. It's just my bias showing through a little bit because I'm such a big older school DK fan, and all these characters were in DK Barrel Blast. I played the shit out of that game. It was really fun, and I feel like why not just bring them back, man? You know, a couple of these characters actually had spirits in Smash Ultimate. I know Calypso did. I think Kip and Cass did as well. So it's like, why not bring them back? There's no reason for them not to. Obviously, they're not relevant at all, but it would be awesome to see them, man. It would be really cool to see all these characters together in a Mario baseball game, man. It really would be. So this is it, guys. This is the final roster that I came up with, man. I'm a fan of it, seriously. I mean, if there was one... If there was anything that I wanted in this game, it would be a roster like this. Just I'm sure we wouldn't have this many characters, but like a massive roster like this with representation from so many different games would be so sick, in my opinion, dude. It really would. And I hope that we get something like this. Just add all these fucking DK characters, bro. That's all I care about, man. Add all the DK characters. Add Kludge. Add Kludge. Look at that big bastard. He's fucking ready to swing a bat. He is so ready. Add Candy Kong, that's smoke. Add Calypso. Why not add them all, dude? Seriously. Add them all. There's no reason not to. Alright, guys. So that's going to be it for the video. I just wanted to kind of share this with you. I think this is sick. And if you guys have any ideas about the next Mario Baseball, if any opinions on my roster, just let me know, man. I'd like to know what you guys would think about it. And that'll be it. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Peace out.